The curiosity got the better of me. I took it to the aspect. Being an academic that is well versed in research matters, I wanted to get deeper and know more about the traditions and the practices of ubungoma and our spirituality. This is what I found from the aspects that I spoke to about Utabalga Gogo Skhotheni, because I have been so curious, wanting to understand that is it really possible that a sangoma, which is a female sangoma practicing, that ancestors can come to her in a dream and tell her that he has to take a second husband? Was this for the reality show or was this for real? This is what I found out. Stay tuned. It is important to understand that the views that are expressed on this video are the views of the experts that I spoke with and my views. These are necessarily not the views of the rest of the sangomas or people who are practicing spirituality or any form of traditional healing. Family, this is what I learned from this. First of all, if you are a sangoma, what happens when you get the visions? They will come to you in a dream, and which is true, which Gogo Skhotheni is actually said that her ancestors came to her in a dream and told her that she needs to take a second husband to support Umonde, or for whatever reasons that she explained in a reality show. But now, for the sake of the spirituality, the analysis that the experts that I spoke to concerning Gogo Skhotheni, when we sat and spoke about this with him, he analyzed it and told me that it's probably for the fact that Gogo Skhotheni did and said what he said for the reality show and for the viewership, because they wanted to give people something to think about and something to talk about and something that is actually going to create a discussion and increase the viewership. Not necessarily that Gogo Skhotheni really actually got a dream from her ancestors. And now, looking at the developments that are happening now, we first saw Gogo Skhotheni confessing to her husband that she had a dream that she needs to take a second husband, and that the child that she is carrying is not his husband's child, but another man's child that the ancestors has shown her that she must take as a second husband. Now, family, listen to me carefully here. Here is the breakdown of the analysis. On the episode 9 of the reality show of Gogo Skhotheni, we saw them rushing to hospital, and the baby is in trouble. The baby is not well. The baby needs to have an operation so that the baby can survive. Now think of this: you come to people, you tell them that you had a dream. Your ancestors tell you that you must take a second husband, and then the same child that you are using to lure people into believing to what you want them to believe in is the same child that you have dedicated to your ancestors, that this is the child that you want to take over your to become the next generation of Skhotheni. That is what she explained on episode 9. Now let us compare the two. On Hustler's Corner, Gogo Skhotheni did confirm in not so many words that if ufaka isidliso umuntu wakho, there is no way that you can faka your husband or your current partner isidliso and you go and favor outside, or go and sleep with other people outside, because if that happens, what will happen? She explained it in her own words. By saying that only, it simply tells you that Gogo Skhotheni lied to the people. What she said was not true, that she actually dreamt that she want a second husband, but she did it for the viewerships. Okay, that is first part. The second part, the child that she's currently carrying, she has dedicated this child that this is the child that is going to inherit ubungoma bakhe. And now what happens when you lie about such an important person that you have dedicated, and then this person needs to stay pure, clean, and be protected away from anything that might harm him into becoming what you have asked your ancestors to become, which is what Gogo Skhotheni has revealed on episode 9. Now, the same child that you are carrying, that you have dedicated to your ancestors, is the same child that you are using to lure people and lie to people that this child aksi or minwako. What did that do to the ancestors? Ancestors got angry, and when they got angry, they are showing her now that what she did is wrong. She might have done this for money. She might have done this for soft life, ukuthi increase my views, and even lied ukuthi umntana akusiyo kamonde. But at the end of the day, whatever that she was saying, it was not true. She was doing it for viewership. She was doing it to lure people to watch the show. And at the same time, that child is a special child that is dedicated to the ancestors. And if the ancestors wanted to protect the child, they will do exactly what we see happening on the show, where now the child is being born prematurely. But in short, they will just do anything that is actually going to give them a wake-up call and bring them back to reality that, hey, you have dedicated this child to us. This is our child, and you are also using this child for your greedy behaviors. We're not going to allow that. That is the behavior of the ancestors, according to the experts that I spoke to. So, in short, there's nothing wrong with that child. That child is going to survive. He's going to be fine. But it was just a wake-up call that was given to them so that they can remember that this is a special person that needs to be pure and prevented and kept away from ungodly and ancestrally, if I may put it that way, because we are talking about ancestors, from ancestrally negative behaviors. Now that family, we have this information. What do you think of this? Do you think ukuthi uGogo Skhotheni is really ufakwa uswazinyana nje oluncane ukuthi abuyele ku-wake up call, azikhumbule ukuthi kahle kahle ubani in the spirit and what is her calling exactly? Because you remember ukuthi on the next episode now, we are seeing her teaching amathwasa akhe and the followers wakhe how to protect your home without actually going to pay a lot of money into a sangoma or into a nyanga or into a traditional healer to actually get them to do this for you. And you will now realize ukuthi this is actually her calling. This is exactly what she's called for. Family, I like your views on this one. Comment, like, subscribe, share, and please do not forget to follow at Zandimfega. I love you.